cannot believe you are okay with the Perilla Leaf question.
Okay, no, before we get on to the Perilla Leaf controversy, let's go through some of the other questions from BTS's MBTI Lab that we mentioned in our previous episode. And then we can have our debate.
our own debate about the Perilla Leaf. The Perilla Leaf.
Well, we might have to, okay, we'll look at that more closely when we get to the question.
Okay.
But let's start with some of the other like personality questions, because we got the same personality as we discussed in our previous episode. But I think we have like some different, we answer differently sometimes even for these. And this is why I think that whole percentage thing, because even if like, you know, we have the same personality type, maybe all our percentages are like really polar opposites. Like maybe,
like you're judging.
Yeah, my J, my different one. Yeah,
mine is only 57.
Mine's 93. But yeah, so why don't we hop straight into it? We're not going to do all the questions from that episode, by the way. Just some of the more interesting ones, the ones where we do like somewhere we have the same answers.
Yeah, the one that we just answer differently, I guess, right?
Yeah. So do you want to lead with question 1?
Okay. Should I start with question 1?
Yeah, for E-I.
For E and I. So my close friend and I plan to go and eat together, but he brought a friend without telling me. What do I do? Do you want to answer first?
This is one of the ones you picked, right?
Yeah, this is the one I picked.
I wouldn't say anything in that moment because I don't know what the deal is. I'm already overthinking this question, but yeah, usually I wouldn't say something in the moment because I don't want to make it awkward for the friend who doesn't like my friend's friend. And then maybe afterwards I might bring it up.
Oh, so you're actually going to ask your friend? Probably.
It really depends on the situation. But yeah, most of the time I'll probably ask, hey, is everything okay? But I'm assuming most of my friends who would suddenly bring someone would probably have already given me some kind of reason.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, to me, I guess if I don't overthink this question, obviously, this is supposed to be like just our initial reaction, right?
Yeah, initial reaction is I won't say anything then.
Overthinking it.
Ask after.
Because if it's just my initial reaction, I'm gonna be like, wait, what? But I'm not going to say anything.
Even after?
Probably even after. Well, if I actually enjoy like everything with them, like both of them, I'm probably not going to even say anything. But if it's like awkward,
I think having enjoyed it would make it easier for me to say something, because I can be
really?
like, oh, today was really fun. I was kind of surprised when you brought so and so along. But I had a really great time. I hope everything's okay, because it was kind of sudden.
No, actually, if it's me, I'm going to be like, your friend, my friend anyway. Yeah. So it's fine.
Yeah, well, most of the time.
Yeah, exactly. But
I just feel like this is such again, we're just overthinking
the question. Yeah, but my next generation, I'll be like, I'm going to be okay with it. It's except if I said to you that I want to just meet you and talk to you because I have like a very, very, like I want to talk to someone.
Yeah.
Or something, like I have a problem or something like that, and then you brought someone and I'll be like,
that's awkward.
I told you. Yeah, exactly. But if it's not, if we're just like hanging out, it's fine for me. The more the merrier, seriously.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to say what just popped into my head, because then otherwise it's going to be a discussion about just this one question. But yeah, Todd, it's fine.
So you will be okay, but you're going to ask later.
Yeah,
right?
most of the time it's fine. Pretty much if someone brings another person along, it's probably someone I already know. Like it's usually like uni friends and stuff. But I very rarely have this happen, so I'm just going based off of like what I think I would do. But it will vary depending on the situation.
Yeah, same. But I mean, to me, it will be fine.
Yeah. Okay. How about still on the extroversion introversion? Question 2. I picked this one. Going all day without talking is A, possible, or B, impossible.
Okay, I know your answer for this one.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah. And I know yours is impossible.
I mean,
for the most part.
For if it's only for a day, it's fine, I guess. But you know, like even though I'm like so tired and whatever, I still want to talk to someone sometimes. Not sometimes.
No, if
most
I'm
of the
tired,
time.
I'm like, no.
I know. I know. We
Sorry.
live together now, so I know. You can literally not talk to me like a whole day, but I'll be like, I mean, I will understand that, obviously, right? But
It's
but
nothing
if it's
against
me,
you.
no,
I'm
no,
just
no. I
literally,
know,
like,
I know.
doing
This is
my
why I know
thing.
you. I know you. That's why I'm not going to be like offended or anything. But like when I still live with my parents, when I'm still living with my brother and my parents, every time, even when I'm like very, very, very like tired, I still going to like knock on the door and be like, "Hi."
I mean, I always say good
Let's
night. Does
talk.
that count?
No.
It's like with my whole family. I might not have
No.
spoken to them all day. I mean, I say that. I mean, it's possible for me to go a whole day without saying anything to anyone. That includes like texting or messaging anyone.
Oh
I'm
my
really sorry
God.
to my friends sometimes that I take so long to reply. But if I am like living with people or like with my family, for example, and someone talks to me, I'm not gonna be like, get out, I don't want to talk to you. You know, it's just if you haven't seen me all day and I'm in my room, if you haven't knocked on my door, then I'm not gonna say anything. But for example, my younger brother, like, he would just come, he would just walk into my room and be like, hi, I want to hang out, and I'm just like, oh my god. Most of the time it's fine, except for when I've already said goodnight and I'm trying to wind down, and he's like, do you want to chat? I'm like, no, I really don't.
Oh my God. No, I don't ever say no to my brother ever, because like I mean, I don't think he's not introvert or extrovert. It's probably like in the between,
middle?
just like me. But I'm more the introvert
Okay.
side. But yeah, if someone like asks me to talk, even if I'm tired, I will say, yeah, okay, let's talk. kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
I can still have like I can get energy from people as well, even though it will drain me after that. But I still love
it's
it.
interesting for me because if someone is just like, oh, I just want to talk for fun, I'm like, and I'm tired, I'm like, oh,
That is
can we?
not what fun is to me.
I'm like, can this wait till later? But if someone came to me when I'm really tired and they're like having a bad day and they need to talk, in my brain I'm like, oh gosh, I really need to rest. But probably at my own detriment, I'll be like, yeah, just vent it out to me, and then I'm kind of like, oh, but then I'm really tired.
Again, you are a people pleaser. We both are a people pleaser.
I'm trying my best to be less of that these days.
Same.
Anyway,
Okay.
question 3. Oh wow, question 1 of the next category. So this is the SN category.
What is the SN again?
N is intuition.
Intuition. S is
I
the
forgot what S.
logical thingy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 1.
Should I do this one?
I think this is the one you picked
Okay,
out.
this is one I pick. So the question is, to space out means A, to be lost in deep thought, B, to not have any thoughts at all. I think we know what our answer for this
Yeah,
was,
I think we're the
right?
same this time.
Yeah.
Which is A.
Yeah.
It's funny because they put it as like to be lost in deep thought. I'm like, no, to be overthinking.
Yeah,
To just have
exactly.
many thoughts.
Like,
I don't know about
literally.
deep thought, just many thoughts.
I will try to space out and try to sleep, and then I will start thinking of everything that could happen.
Yeah, it's like when they tell you to
And I
count
can't sleep.
sheep.
Yeah,
And for some
and I'll
reason, I
just-
think about one thing that's related to sheep that isn't counting it, and then it turns to something else.
Why are
And
we
then
like
something
this?
else. Yeah.
Are we like
No, that was quite a nice, straightforward one, though. I think.
Yeah,
Most
I
of the
think,
time
yeah.
we got a lot going on in our brains.
Our brain just never stop thinking of anything, like even a really small thing, and I'll be like, wait, what if tomorrow something like this happened, kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Or like, what if next year something like this happened?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think when
I'm tired, my brain makes me tired sometimes.
It's okay. I think because of like certain things, like I think there's certain like things that happen throughout the day that might make you do that more or less, or like maybe you realize recently you haven't thought about something in a while, and then you start thinking about it, and then it just gets
you're
kind
like,
of you just go down a rabbit hole. Because like for me, I mean, I can have times where I can try and push things out of my mind and think happy thoughts, but then other times like maybe something happens and I'm thinking, wait a second, what if this?
Yeah,
Or what if
exactly.
that?
Why did I do this? Why didn't I do this? Why didn't I do that? Kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
It's really, really bad, by the way. You're not supposed to just like overthink everything like that. But like I can't help it.
it's like when we give people advice, oh, don't worry about this so much, and then we
and
go
all the
away.
what ifs. Oh my god, all the what ifs in my brain. Help.
Oh, okay.
Should we get to the next one before we like lost in our deep thoughts?
Yeah, get lost in our deep thoughts again. Okay, number 2, cooking style. Would you describe your cooking style as A? Oh, sorry, not really describe, but A, measuring things is stressful, or B, measure everything as the recipe says?
Me.
Yeah.
My answer is A.
Mine is B in this case.
Mine is A. Definitely. I do not like measuring things. Like, even though, like, you know, like when you follow recipe and everything, I like following recipe, but like just taking out my scale is just so stressful.
See, for me, it's kind of in the middle actually, but like measuring things isn't stressful to me at all. I quite like that process, so following a recipe is quite fun for me. But when I cook just in general, I'm an Asian mum style type of cook where it's measured by eye and taste. So yeah, but measuring is fine. I like, if I do baking, I quite enjoy baking because I like all the steps. And then
this is actually why I do not like baking at all, because one, like, you have to measure everything and then all the steps and everything. Oh my god, no, it's stressful. It's not like I don't like it, it's just stressful. It is stressful. The question is like, it's not either if you like it or not, right?
It's stressful for you.
It is.
It's one of the few things that doesn't stress me out.
No, it stresses me out. That's why, like, every time I cook, I'll just gonna be like, most of the time I'm not going to follow the recipe anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I always follow the recipe through at least once, and then I start making adjustments.
Yeah, exactly. The adjustment is probably like bigger than the like following the recipe part for me anyway.
Maybe.
So I will have to know like all the ingredients and everything, and then I'm just gonna.
Yeah, definitely read the recipe. I have a friend who they told me that when they follow a recipe, they just do it step by step. I was like, well, yeah, it's a recipe. But what they mean is, they haven't read the whole recipe through. They just got the ingredients and then they just start from step 1. I'm like, why wouldn't you read it through? What? Anyway, so confused. It's just different ways of thinking. I'm sure it's very valid, but I'm like, what if in step 1 it tells you to like...
Oh wait, you're overthinking again.
Okay. Okay, let's go on to the next set of questions. The next 2 questions is
the T and F.
Thinking and feeling.
So it's like, yeah, okay.
Question 1. Oh, who picked this one?
I
think I picked this one.
Yeah.
So I'm at a cafe studying for exams and a friend dropped by. Who would I be more angry at? A, the one who ordered a drink to cheer me up but spilt it all over my summary notes, or B, the one who took photos of my summary notes that I worked on all night while I'm in the bathroom?
I guess this is probably a really easy question. I mean, answer for us again, right? It's like the same for us, I guess.
Yeah, because it's about based on just this. No overthinking this
Yeah,
time.
not overthinking again.
A
not
had
like,
good intentions.
Not like A is actually pretending they
stop.
have good intentions. It's actually bad intention. No, okay, no, I'm gonna stop now.
A has good intentions in this scenario, and B doesn't have good intentions.
So we both do not like B.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, like, yeah, not gonna overthink it. I just think if someone's being sneaky, it's kind of bad intentions.
I mean, literally, if you ask me, I'm probably going to let you take photo of my notes anyway, right?
But if I know you snuck a photo, I'm suddenly annoyed
it's kind of
by
like,
that.
Yeah, I will be annoyed. Why do you do that?
A might be a bit upsetting because I'm like,
maybe
on my work.
Like, why do you do that? But like, you know,
I like, just get me a new drink. I can't drink that one that you spilled all in my summary notes, can I?
Well, yeah, no.
Okay,
so the next question is, my friend seems angry at me these days. What would I do? A, organize my thoughts, whether it takes a week or a month to think about why they are angry first. Or B, just ask right away, what's the problem?
I'm in the middle for this one because, like, I'll ask as soon as possible. Not right away. I'll think about it, but I'm not going to spend a week and a month. If I notice something's off, probably within the next 24 hours, I'm going to, want to say something and, like, try and resolve it. I don't like conflict, but I like passive aggressiveness even less. Passive aggression. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. So
I mean, but you don't like conflict, but you want to like resolve it, right?
Yeah.
Like,
because I feel
even
if you
without
leave
conflict,
it, things will get...
Exactly, it will get worse.
I will pick my fights anyway. So, you know, when I say I don't like conflict, it's not like, oh, I'll just let someone walk all over me or, you know, but I'm choosy about the conflicts. It's like, how much do I really want to expend I remember a friend once saying to me, you're not confrontational enough. And I'm like, maybe I just don't
care.
The point
yeah, exactly. Just don't care that much about
But
it.
I think at that time, you know, I could have probably maybe I'm still saying, oh, it's fine about too many things.
Yeah, it's because like I also do not like to confront things, except maybe if I really care about it and I want to like, or if I'm really angry about something, because it's very rare for me to like actually get confrontational and go like, what are you doing here, kind of thing, you know? Because like because if that happened, that means it's really, really bad.
Yeah.
But to me, if I really care about you, if I really like you, then I usually will just gonna be like, I'm gonna ask you. Not going to be right away, but I'm not going to like wait for weeks or months.
Yeah.
If I wait for weeks or months,
yeah, it'll get worse because you'll overthink everything.
Yeah, or I just don't care about you.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Noted. I have made note. Okay, let's get into the
Next one
last category before we get to our little debate.
Is it already the last category?
Yeah, this is the
What?
JP one, right?
Okay.
The judgment and the
the judgment.
Is it I can't remember.
Can't remember.
Oh my god.
Sorry. Oh my god.
Brain fart moment. But question 4.
Yeah.
My phone screen is broken. It's working just fine, but ugly to look at. What would I do? A. Schedule for repair right away. B. It's still working. Repair it later.
Do you want me to answer
Where
first?
do you fall for this one?
This is just initial reaction, right?
Yeah.
I cannot overthink everything, right? Or any situation, right?
I think you're overthinking it while asking me this
Yeah,
question.
I know. Because like obviously this is like the pan, but like my initial reaction will be A.
A. Schedule. Okay.
Yeah, because I do not like seeing my phone like looking cracked like that. But again, obviously if I don't have a job, I don't have money or whatever at the time, then whatever.
It depends on the circumstance.
Yeah. Or maybe if the new model is coming out, then I will wait.
Right. Instead of okay. I think I want to say in the middle, but I think like it's neither. I wouldn't. It's gonna bother me. The broken screen's gonna bother me. I don't like it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I won't schedule for repair right away. I will search up how much it costs to repair it. I will search different quotes. I will look at if there's a new phone coming out, or depending on my personal situation, like, do I want to just invest in a new phone? I'm actually going through this right now, but okay. But like my partner, they dropped their phone and it like cracked the screen a bit, but it's actually the glass screen protector. So the moment I realized that, I just peeled the protector
Yeah, because
off.
you just can't.
So I was like, oh, I'll just get a new protector for it. It's fine. But like, if it was the actual screen,
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna schedule a repair immediately. I would have.
No, literally, if it's like the screen, I will peel it. Not screen, the protector.
You would just peel the
No,
screen
not
off.
Sorry, if it's a protector, I will peel it. Even if it's like just a small crack, I will peel it. But I mean, I guess the question is about like if you are annoyed about it or not, right? I feel like
Okay,
it's
well, the
more like
answer is
that,
yes,
right?
I'm annoyed by
Yeah.
it, but I'm doing neither of these things.
I feel like the question is more like that. The schedule for repairing right away is because like you're annoyed with the thing, or are you?
I'm
are you going to be
annoyed.
fine
I'm
with
just
it?
not gonna look at it.
That's true.
I don't use my phone enough these days to justify being like, oh, I have to repair it immediately or spend big money for that. But okay, and then the question.
The last question.
Yeah, question.
Okay. This is my favorite one, actually.
Okay, here's the one that you picked.
This is
Do you
the one
want to
I
read
picked.
it out?
Yeah, okay, I'm going to read this one. Okay, so the question is, I recently got in touch with an old friend, and we decided to meet next month. What do you prefer? A, let's see how our schedules turn out. B, how about lunch on the 10th next month? So it's like, A is like you don't really set anything.
It's kind of vague.
Yeah, it's just vague. And B, you actually like set a date.
Which one are you?
Isn't obvious. I like planning, okay?
Yeah.
I really hate it when someone's like, oh, let's meet next week, next Wednesday. And that's it. Like,
And
I'm
then
gonna be
nothing.
like, next Wednesday when? Where?
Yeah.
What time? Like literally just give me like, you can't just be like, oh, we can just meet next week.
Yeah, it's a bit I also like planning. I like things to be set. I probably asked both questions. It's not asked both questions, sorry. A is let's see how our schedules turn out. The first question I ask is usually, what's your schedule looking like next month?
Yeah.
Not let's see how the schedules turn out. It's like, what's your schedule like next month or in this month, whatever. And then once I identify the overlapping times in which we might meet, I might give like 2 options, or if there's only one date, then
yeah, but you're going to give them like actual date, right? Not just going to be like, okay, next week.
Yeah.
I'll be like, next week when? And then or if we have like a date, and then they're going to be like, I'm going to meet you at lunchtime.
What my lunchtime or your lunchtime?
What is lunchtime?
For example, if I said that to you, that doesn't help because
we have different lunchtime.
I have lunch almost around the same time every day.
Yeah,
you do not.
Exactly.
So I'm like,
I really do not like it when someone like try to plan something with me, but don't give me like the exact time, or even when they said like at noon. I know noon's was like 12 p.m. But like
people kind of use it a bit.
Yeah, exactly. Can you say like what is noon to you?
Yeah. Like you want the exact time.
1. Yeah, exactly. Just tell me 12 p.m.
Yeah.
At this station or like whatever.
Yeah.
Like
I would just say maybe when organizing a group meetup, it's more difficult because I will say that sometimes I'll say, oh, let's meet on this day, but I don't say place or time because then I'm trying to figure out where is everyone coming from. Especially nowadays when I meet some friends, it's after work, but everyone has different work finishing times and are from different locations. I remote work, so I always go into the city, so I need to schedule, like I need to factor in my commute time into the city. But my friends we'll pick a day that they're already in central if they're office workers. And then some finish at like 5, some finish at 6, some finish at 5:30. Some have a half day the day, and I'm like, okay.
It is harder, right? Especially if everyone's already working, you're not like in uni anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
so that's the time when I can kind of excuse that things are a bit. But if I'm meeting one-on-one, I want to try and
set the time and date and the place. Just
usually things get set, like the final plan gets set like a week before. At least.
Yeah, exactly. I want at least a week before, not like the day before, and you suddenly like, okay, let's
wait. So because like when we meet, it's usually like before we live together, it'll be like imagine we live together and you still have to schedule a month in advance to see me.
Sometimes I actually do have to schedule if I want to meet you.
Not a month in advance anymore.
No,
because
but I still have to schedule.
It's like it's in the same house.
No, you literally will open your schedule, like your planner, and be like, oh, okay, I don't have to.
Yeah, I don't have anything on this day. Okay. But like if someone messages you like a month in advance saying, oh, you want to meet on this day next month, but they haven't said place or time, is that fine?
No.
Oh, they need to tell you immediately in that first message?
Well, okay, if it's like a month away, it's fine, but you should probably just give me like you don't have to give me exact date, maybe like which week or something.
No, so what I mean is I'll give you the date. So I'll be like, the 10th of next month.
Okay.
But I haven't said what time or
place no,
yet.
it's fine.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
I was like, hang on a second.
It's fine. If
well,
it's
I
like
definitely
that,
peed you off somewhere in the past.
No, it's fine. But obviously, a week before, I really want to know like what we are doing, where we're going to meet and everything, right?
Basically just in advance. So it's not like on the day of and you're trying to figure out
exactly. Especially come on, I live in like South London, and it's like it's going to take like an hour to get into central, even though it's not supposed to be. But the transport here.
Sometimes.
We already talked about that in
it doesn't
the
want
previous
to cooperate.
episode, but like that's why I really need someone to like be like, okay, just set everything.
Yeah. Nah, I think I agree like for the most part. I like to have in advance, I would like to know where I'm going to be and what time.
I mean, sometimes it's fine. I can do like spontaneous thing as well. I like doing that stuff as well. It's not like I have to like everything have to be planned. That's why like my planning is also not like very high. The percentages mine, not yours. I don't know about yours. Mine is like quite like it's not.
I can't remember. It's probably
more than
like
60.
Sorry, it's been like a week since we last looked at it, but I think it was like in the middle. It wasn't like 90%, but it was not like 50 either. I think it was like 60, 70 something.
Yeah.
But,
I think it's about that.
Yeah, I just like to.
I think you
to
like
write
more
things
plan
down.
more than me, because I don't really like put everything on my schedule.
Yeah. Anyway, before we run out of time, let's go into your debate, the debate that you want to have here. Do you want to share the question with everyone?
Okay, so now we are on the last question, the bonus question. It's about the Perilla Leaf. The Perilla Leaf. Okay, this is the question. My significant other helps my friend peel off a Perilla leaf when I am there. Is it okay for you, or is it not okay for you? Okay, this is probably going to be like a little bit hard to imagine, right? Because like not everyone knows about Perilla Leaf.
Cultural.
Yeah. That's why we should probably change the question slightly.
Yeah. I think this is very it's a very cultural thing for in Korea, the Perilla Leaf. But let's just reimagine it. The shrimp.
Yeah, because I think, is it Suga or someone else who actually brought it up? What about?
Yeah, one of the BTS members did say, imagine it's a shrimp.
Imagine it's a shrimp. And then, so your significant other help your friend peel off a shrimp. And then just put it on the plate or something.
Okay, you're adding information.
No, it's like, wait, what are you supposed to do? Like, put it in their plate? So it's...
I don't know, just say your significant other helps your friend peel a shrimp.
Peel a shrimp.
In front of you.
In front of me.
Is that fine?
No, it's not fine.
Okay. My initial reaction was not that. Mine was, I don't care, it's fine.
No, no, seriously, I will obviously not going to confront it, but I'm going to be like, my brain will start being like, that is so weird. Why are you doing that in front of me? Like, why are you peeling shrimp for my friend and not for me, kind of thing?
I don't have that thinking immediately. For me, when I first saw this question, I just like the BTS members. The BTS members are my brain.
Yeah,
bouncing back back and forth.
Jungkook is my brain, by the way.
No, it's not okay. But I think it's J-Hope. I think who I have the same thinking of is if I trust my partner, I don't really care. I trust my partner, I trust my friend.
Yeah.
But let's say, we're having a meal together and my partner peels a shrimp and then puts it in your mouth. I might be like, what? It depends. It depends on the whole situation, right?
I guess that's what Suga said, right? He's like, if they're doing it like a flirty way, then I'll be angry. But I still going to be question, why? It's probably because the shrimp thing is doing that in my culture is probably more an intimate way to show that you love someone, kind of thing. You do it for your family, you do it for your partner, kind of it's effort, you don't need to do that.
Is effort.
You don't need to do that to your friend, for your friends. What? This is why actually Suga said, if you cannot peel your shrimp, you don't deserve to eat the shrimp. That's literally what Suga said.
I don't get the shrimp, I guess. Unlike my big sister, I have little patience of having to pick up my food before I can eat it.
Yeah, but your sister doing it for you, right? Not your friend.
I don't know. My sister has peeled shrimp for me before.
Yeah.
But I think she enjoys the whole she loves eating lobster, for example.
Yeah, but she is not going to do it for example, to my partner. She's not going to
probably not. No.
Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm saying.
I don't know, but it depends on the dynamics, right? My sister isn't going to do that for your partner because they don't have that kind of dynamic.
Yeah, but you are your significant other do it for your friend, so it's kind of weird for me. If it's no, it's still he also do it for their friend.
On how they're helping.
No, it's still weird to me. It's just what Jungkook said. This time it's just going to be the shrimp, and then they're going to hold the hand, and then they're going to get married. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to think it that far, but to me, my brain's going to be that's weird.
I'm Team J-Hope here.
It's not going.
I just think if you trust your partner, it's
fine. It's not about trusting the partner. I'll trust you're not going to do anything, but it's still weird in my brain. I'm still going to be
I think it really just depends on the situation. I think there will be scenarios in which my brain will immediately go, I don't like that. I don't know why you're doing that. But just reading the situation, again, we're just reading words. So whatever I pictured in my brain was just kind of like, oh, that's chill. I'm okay with that.
I mean, I don't think it's cheating, right? No, I'm just gonna be like, when they do it, I'm gonna be like, what? Why?
I don't think
I'm not going I don't think it's a big deal
unless the people involved are making a big deal. It's like that clip you showed me of that K-drama. I'm sorry, we'll have to quote whatever K-drama it is in the bio, because you showed me a clip, but I don't even know what drama it's from.
I don't think even it's a drama. Maybe it's probably not even a drama. It's probably just a skit. I don't.
Well, maybe. But the guy literally just put the chopstick on the Perilla Leaf.
Yeah.
Sorry, we're going back to the Perilla Leaf here because this doesn't work for the shrimp. But the friend, the significant others, your friend in this case, picks it up.
Yeah, but she picks it up herself, right?
Yeah, with her own
fine.
chopstick. But remember watching that, you felt quite this isn't okay.
No, it's because I thought it's him who peel it off and give it to her. But and then I watched the thing again. And
but the thing is, you had that question in your mind when you're watching that. That's why you thought that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
if you hadn't had that question in your mind, you would have looked at it and probably not had any issues with it.
No,
so I think it's just based on what you what context you are watching it.
Yeah.
With. I mean, I was watching it with the same context, but I don't know. From my eyes, there's literally no issue with that.
Yeah, it's because probably my brain already have that question in the thing, and it's like your significant other help your friend peel Perilla Leaf. Yeah. But literally on that thingy, that video we saw, she literally did it herself.
Yeah.
He just
his chopsticks didn't even touch the Perilla Leaf.
Yeah. So if it's like that, I'm not going to do anything.
And then he was putting food into the plate of his partner.
Yeah.
You thought he was doing it for the friend.
Yeah, that's why I was like, no, it's different. It's just my brain is just being, because it's already filled with this question.
But that's the interesting thing, right? Because I also was watching it with the same context, because you were like, look at this. Do you think this is okay? And I'm like, yeah, it's fine. And at that time, this is so funny, because at the time we were debating. How many times have we had this debate now?
I don't know. So many times.
But you just kind of like, oh, do you think this is okay? I'm like, but he's just feeding his girlfriend.
Yeah, because I didn't look at the video properly.
Yeah, and then the funny thing is, as soon as you watch the thing without the controversy context, you're like, oh, wait a second. So I think it really depends on. Yeah, it just depends on a lot of different things. My initial reaction is, it's not a problem.
I can't imagine though if it's like the shrimp thing. No.
Oh, so if it was just
if the shrimp thing, because the Perilla thing, I guess we're not Korean, right? So we kind of can't really relate to it too much.
Yeah, it's true.
We have to look at the video and whatever. But shrimp, in my head, if someone peels shrimp, peeling the shrimp for me, they must like me a lot. And I'm just gonna be
can like you a lot as a friend.
Yeah, true. But it's just because, it's your significant other helping your friend. So it's kind of like, why do you do this?
If my significant other has never in their life, I've never seen them peel shrimp even for me, and they did that, then I might be like, right? Like when Jimin tried to kind of reenact the whole scenario with RM.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, you feed your partner, and then you also do what? And you feed me. Sorry, your partner's friend, and then you feed your partner. It's fine, right? I think that's fine.
No.
The shrimp probably should have gone to me first.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe. That I'm probably going to be like, well, it's not me first, kind of thing.
Again, there's a lot of cultural things that could come in, because what if my friend happens to be older than me and my partner is really traditionalist and is must serve the older person first? Now I've just overthought this in a completely wild other
Doesn't
way.
matter, because again, I told you, in my country, doing stuff like that is act of
Yeah, I think maybe this one isn't this is down to personality, but also a lot of other factors
and culture and everything.
For me, I think within my culture, my British-born Chinese culture, I think it's fine. We share food a lot.
Yeah, but not peeling shrimp though, right? I mean, I don't mind if you're like, hey, do you want me to fill up your plate or something, with things. That's fine for me. But hey, I'll peel this for you and then you can eat it. It's kind of no, that's weird.
I don't think this is
Because like sharing food is also my culture, right? So it's fine. Like people will like, oh, let me get that for you. Yeah. That's fine.
But for you, the peeling shrimp is
because like it's so intimate. It's like you're gonna peel it and then like here you go. And I'll be like,
I don't think it has to be intimate unless
in my brain it's gonna be like,
I think it's just with the context we have it in, and for you specifically, it's like it's something that your family has always done for you, or your significant other has done for you. So if you saw someone
because I don't have any friends do that to like for me, or like my significant other do that for my friends or their friends in front of me, because I'm probably gonna be very, very like uncomfortable.
I don't think it's really something that's naturally occurred in my life either.
Yeah, but
except for within my family, but obviously that's
exactly. If it's
like
a family,
friends,
it's fine.
It's like just like the sharing of food and stuff. I mean, pre-COVID days, we used to just share drinks and stuff, and it's fine. And these days, I'm a bit more like, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't really want to share it.
But I'm like, pre-2020, it was very normal to just share food.
Yeah, share food, not like.
Are you fine with if you say like you eat a pastry and then you pass it to your friend? Is that okay?
I don't normally do that.
Okay.
Because I will want to like at least like maybe like
these days it's
do
just
it with a hand, because like you don't know what the other people have. Like drinks and stuff as well. Like even lip gloss. Okay, like my friends share lip gloss and I can't.
Yeah.
That's probably it's probably depends on your personality and everything as well, because like
I love how we've gone from Perilla Leaf to lip gloss
like but again, like shrimp peeling, no. If like you're pouring drink for people, that's fine too, because that's like it's fine. Because if it's like shrimp, like why do you need someone to peel your shrimp? Again, like what Suga said, if you can't peel your own shrimp, you do not deserve that shrimp.
I won't say anything because I don't like to eat shrimp. Sometimes I might want to eat shrimp.
Like Sugar said, like he ate everything, like with the skin and the tail as well. That's what I'm doing. I'll eat everything with the skin. Not the head. I'll chop up the head, but like everything else, I'll eat it.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. I'm Team J-Hope on this. I think I just want to simplify the problem. My initial reaction is I'm fine with it, trust my partner.
And then you're going to overthink it though. If you like...
Depends what happens in the rest of the evening, The following actions is going to be the thing that I react to. The scenario that you've given me is not something that I'm going to be...
Yeah, I guess. Because it's not enough to like trigger your overthinking, I guess, like the scenario.
It's enough for you, not for me.
It's enough for me. Because like, this is why I said like, it's so interesting that we're supposed to have like a same type, like personality type, but like we approach like problems differently, kind of, even though we probably have like the same kind of like a way of thinking, but like the way my initial reaction usually will be like very,
you
like
have big reaction first.
I will have like big reaction first, and then I will start overthinking it, and then I will be like, maybe I'm just like overreacting and stuff like that. That's why I usually like, my reaction be like very high and then go like
mine's like a mountain.
Yeah, exactly.
It starts off
different.
Then I start overthinking,
and then it's down again, and then you're overthinking again.
And no, it can go two ways. So it's like it's fine, it's not fine, it's fine, or it's fine, it's not fine, it's really not fine. That's the two routes it can go. Most of the time it goes back to fine.
Yeah, but to me it's always like, it's my reaction, my initial reaction would be very, very high, and then I will start thinking, and then I'll be like, oh, I have to calm down, I guess. This is why like every time I'm really mad at someone, I will have to like stop talking for a moment and just like, it's not because like I want to give them silent treatment, no, or like I just ignore them or whatever. It's not, because I just need to cool myself down and cool my overthinking brain down.
Yeah,
I think
you also don't want to say anything
that I don't really want to say, right? That's why usually when I'm mad, I'll be like, okay, I'm going to stop talking a little bit.
Yeah.
And then, but I also like the other question we already answered, I'm not going to like let it like
you don't want
a long time.
Yeah, you don't want to let it sit or bad feelings to get worse.
Once I'm cooled down, I will like
you want to talk about it.
Yeah.
That's fair. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, I guess. I guess
Jungkook, I am you, you are me. He's just my overthinking brain. But obviously, my reaction not going to be that bad. But it's just like, no. To me, it's just like, no.
I think, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's all fun and games to take like the personality test stuff, and like there's psychology like studies done in the field of psychology that support or disapprove certain parts of these types of personality tests, I suppose. But at the end of the day, you know, there's not just 16 types of people in the world. Just like how there's not just 12 horoscopes and like 12, you know, there's many factors. Like even us with the same personality type, our like childhoods, our personal experiences,
cultural
differences,
backgrounds,
everything,
trauma.
Okay. Yeah, all of it really affects how we kind of, I guess in this case, is how we instinctively react to things. And as we've gotten older, there's probably also the way we react to things isn't always with our we
became wiser. Maybe
I don't know about that, but okay.
I would hope that I am wiser right now. Not like, I don't know. I'm always very, very not really explode. Like I'm not exploding type anyway. But like, you know, I really hope that I'm wiser now. Don't you? Like as you grow older.
Definitely wiser than my teenage self. Maybe.
Okay, hopefully, yeah.
But yeah, I guess we'll finish up here. Otherwise, I'm sure we could talk about this topic for
another hour or a day.
Yeah, a day or a week. I'm sure we'll come back to this topic at some other point, and we'll explore other types of I don't know, personality. There's like that Enneagram thing, or we could do some. I mentioned astrological signs.
Yeah, we can do the horoscope. That would be very, very fun. If there's any
interest in that.
And again, we are both Scorpios.
Yeah.
Help us here.
Help. Are we just the same person?
Maybe. Just different age. Help.
But yeah, so we can look at all those in the future. For now, I guess we'll wrap up here.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching or listening.